Hello and welcome back to August Weekend. My name is Jen. I'm feeling a little bit hyper, so hopefully I'm not talking too fast. Today I'm going to be answering the 13 questions tag so that you can get to know me a little bit better. But before we start, I just want to mention that I took my nails off, my press-on nails, yesterday. I mentioned them in the February favorites video. There were these pink press-on nails that I put on, and on the box it said that they would last for 7 days, and they ended up lasting me exactly 13 days. And I'm gonna just say it lasted 2 weeks because I did notice, like on yesterday, the 13th day, I noticed that like one of the nails was kind of loose. It wasn't completely coming off or anything like that. I could have put a bit more glue and it would have stayed, but I just kind of wanted to change up my nails, so then I ended up taking them off. But they lasted basically 2 weeks, which I think is pretty impressive. In the comments section on the February favorites video, I was talking to Linda Libra Loca about how whenever we paint our nails, it just chips in like 3 or 4 days. So having press-on nails that are short and like look really cute, lasting at least 7 days is a big deal, but for them to last 2 weeks, I was pretty impressed. So I'm definitely going to check out that brand again. And if you'd be interested in seeing a nail tutorial, kind of like on the different kinds of patterns or colors they have and how I apply those nails, please let me know. You can give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comment section below. I did paint my nails again. This is not a press-on nail. This is just regular nails. They're Essie nail polishes. I just did like this cobalt blue color with purple undertones. And then this finger, and I won't show you my other hand because I actually cut myself yesterday, but I just painted one finger on each hand with this like silver, and there's a few specks of like light icy blue glitter over top of the blue nail polish. So I'm getting really into experimenting with nail polish and just kind of doing different patterns and things like that. I'm by no means an expert, but I am enjoying kind of like variations, I guess you could say. So yeah, so I'm gonna get started with the questions now. They're just 13 random questions to help you get to know me a bit better, which I'm pretty sure I just said, but that's okay. Let's get started. Okay, so I have my phone right here with the questions, so if I'm looking down or anything like that, that's because I'm looking at the questions. The first one is, what do I usually order at Starbucks? And to be honest, it changes every single time. I'm not a huge coffee drinker, so I mean, there's a few things that I usually gravitate towards, but for the most part, it's definitely not the same order every single time I go there. The second question is, what's one thing in my closet I cannot live without? This was so hard to answer. I seriously was stumped for a bit, but I think that I couldn't live without my black skinny jeans just because they're so comfortable and you can pair them with anything. I mean, you can wear them like jeans, you can wear them like pants, like dress them up or be casual, and then you can also just wear them like leggings, so they're very like multi-use. I don't know if that's the right word, but definitely my black skinny jeans, I think, are the item I can't live without. What's one thing people probably wouldn't know about me? I think it's probably that I'm a vegetarian, and I feel like even when people do find that out about me, they most of the time forget, so there's sometimes awkward situations where I have to remind people, but for the most part, I think it's probably that. Number 4 is, name one thing that I want to do before I die, and that's probably facing my fear of heights. Number 5 is, name one food that I can't live without, and that's probably pizza. From Pizza Pizza with the garlic sauce. Yeah, pizza is great. I love pizza a lot. Number 6 is, what quote or phrase do you live your life by? The phrase that I live my life by is probably that everything happens for a reason. Number 7 is, what do you like and dislike about the community? I would say that the thing I like is how I'm able to meet people I wouldn't regularly get to meet. People like halfway across the world, people that we just, like, even if they were near me, like in Canada, we would run in different social circles, but because of YouTube, we were able to find each other and connect and things like that. So talking to new people and meeting new people and making friends is something that I really do enjoy about YouTube, and it was one of the main reasons why I made a YouTube account. So that's been good. And I don't know, a negative is probably just comments, people asking sub for sub, or anything similar to that. Anytime when it's obvious that people haven't taken the time to watch my content, that's probably my only dislike, I guess. Number 8 is, what's your number 1 most listened to song on iTunes? Oh boy. Okay, well, I'll give you 2 because the true number 1 song is a K-pop song, but I know there's some of you, or maybe a lot of you, who don't listen to K-pop, so my technically most listened to song is Baby Don't Cry by EXO, and my number 1 most listened to song that's not a K-pop song is Want You Back by Cher Lloyd. Number 9 is, what kind of style would you define yourself as having? I would say that I'm gonna give you a non-traditional answer because I don't really feel like I have one style, so it's really hard for me to like label it as one of the like 5 types of styles there are that people usually list from. I would just say that it's ever evolving and is definitely mood driven. However I'm feeling is literally like that is what dictates what I'm wearing. Number 10 is my favorite number. I don't really have a favorite number, but I get good feelings about the numbers 4, 7, and 3. Question number 11 is 2 hobbies. I think writing is definitely a hobby. I love to write. And another hobby would be to, this is gonna sound like, I mean, obviously I enjoy watching like movies and TV shows, but I think a hobby that I have that I only just realized, kind of like consciously realized when thinking about this, is that analyzing movies and TV shows is something that I really enjoy doing and that I've started to notice other people don't normally do. Like I'm constantly analyzing whatever I'm watching and kind of breaking it down, thinking about why something's happening, thinking about like things that are really subtle and the subtext and all that kind of stuff. And maybe it's because I went to like, I did a lot of film studies in university and then I went to a film program, so maybe that's why, but I'm just always like analyzing the things that I'm watching. And I think it also probably ties into writing because you know, you can get better at writing and formatting by analyzing other content and figuring out other kinds of ways to do plots and characters and development and stuff like that. This was such a rambly answer, and I also just hit the tripod, so I don't know if the video just shook, but sorry about that. Question number 12 is 2 pet peeves. Where do I start? I'm just kidding. I think that one of the top pet peeves that I have is anytime someone makes it seem like being a feminist is a bad thing. And I'll leave it at that because if I want to digress, I can do that in a different video. Oh, and a second pet peeve is anytime someone gives me a spoiler about a TV show, a movie, or even, okay, a TV show, a movie, a book, or even a music video. And people are gonna think I'm insane. I mean, all my friends that know about this think I'm insane, but I'm just, because I take story-based things like so seriously, I just really like this idea of, you know, watching something and experiencing something with my own opinions as like the foundation of me experiencing it. I don't ever want to watch something and think, oh, I know how this is going to end, or I know how this is going to make me feel, or even I know how this made this other person feel, or I know how I'm supposed to feel. Like, I don't like anything that can just like get in the way of me experiencing it firsthand, which is part of the reason why I have a love-hate relationship with movie trailers. I love going to the movies and seeing the trailers before the movie plays because It gets me excited about movies that are coming out and stuff like that. But I also extremely dislike watching movie trailers, like, because a lot of the time most of the plot and important parts of the plot are in the trailer, and those just act as like spoilers for things. So if there's ever a movie trailer that pretty much tells you the whole plot, including like different surprises or like the funniest lines, I'm way less likely to go and watch that movie. But yeah, people think I'm crazy. Like one time I told someone not to tell me about what the music video was about, because like a music video, especially now, like it's not just about the song. There's pretty much always a story now. So a music video is basically just like a short film, so that's why there can be spoilers, and I'm not insane and I'm not crazy, and I'm very passionate about this. Okay, let's move on to the last question. The last question is number 13, my guilty pleasure. This was hard to think of because I think in a different tags video I mentioned how keeping up with the Kardashians is a guilty pleasure, but I wanted to give you something new, so I guess it would just be binge watching anything on Netflix. There's always like that feeling that you get where you're just like so comfortable and you're enjoying what you're watching, and you could just like do it for the whole day, but in the back of your mind you're just like, I should not be doing this right now. There are far more important things that I should be doing. So that's definitely a guilty pleasure. And I think that we all do that, right? Please don't tell me I'm alone in doing that. Okay, so those were the 13 questions. I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. I would like you, if you could please, to leave in the comment section below a video idea that you would like to see from me. I have some things planned, but I also just really want to be making content that the people who are watching my videos would like to see, so I'd be really interested in seeing some requests from you guys. Thank you very much in advance if you do that. I'll see you next time. Subscribe if you would like to. I'd like to make more friends. Don't forget to add me on Twitter or Instagram, and feel free, I almost just stuttered, feel free to like personal message me and stuff like that if you want to get to know me a little bit better. I'd love to meet you and talk about things that we like. So I'll see you next time. My name is Jen. Bye! I've been on it all.